Hey, Christ Church, Father Benji here. I want to give you just two updates concerning our all the things happening around the purchase of 1210 Bolton Street. First, I want to let you know that this past Sunday, the covenant members of Christ Church voted to approve the motion to authorize and empower the vestry to sell our property here at 2252 Queen Street. We'll begin that process here shortly. Any questions you have surrounding that, we will have a rector's forum this coming Sunday, May 26th, between the services, beginning somewhere between 10:15 and 10:20. So between the services, so come out if you have questions around that. Before we go on to the second update, I just want to say I want to acknowledge the fact that this place has been such a significant place of encounter with the living God in so many of our lives and in our journeys in following Jesus. This has been a place where we've met God anew and afresh. For some of us, we've come back to Christ here in a new way. For others of us, we've experienced healing in our marriages or in other relationships. Maybe we've been healed from addiction here. We've experienced the love of God and in the fact that our children have been catechized here, baptized here. We've experienced the love of God weekly in the grace that He gives us through word and sacrament. And this has been a place where we've said our final goodbyes to those that we love so dearly who've gone on to be with the Lord, who've passed on before us. And so this has been a place of significant encounter with the living God that has marked significant moments in our lives and in our journeys with Christ. And so there will be a real sense of loss as we sell this place, as we move from here over to 1210 Bolton Street. But also God calls His people at times to pull up their tent stakes, as it were, and to set out to a new place, to experience Him in new and fresh ways. And that's really where we believe God has us now. That God has called us from this place to a new season of ministry, to really a forever home. This has been for us almost like our wilderness, and in the best possible way of that understanding that. It's been a place of growth and testing, and this has been a wonderful tabernacle for us. But God has for us a more permanent location where we can expand and deepen the ministry that He's called us to and that He's blessed us with. And so we move over there. We're following God. He's leading us each step of the way. That's been evident all along this path. It doesn't negate the sense of loss that we will have when we sell this property, but we're also excited to see what God will do in the future at this new place. Now, the new place won't feel like here initially. It'll take us time. Just like when you buy a home, it takes a little bit of time for you to make it feel like your own. The same will be true there at 1210 Bolton Street, but we'll make it feel like Christ Church. It'll look like us. It'll be like us. It'll fit our culture and be a place where we can direct our hearts to the living God, to worship Him in spirit and truth, and a place for Him to encounter us through word and sacrament and through the love that is shared among our body with one another. And so we are grateful for this place, so thankful. Give God praise and thanksgiving for this location, and also praise and thanksgiving for the new location there at 1210 Bolton Street. The second update I want to let you know is that finally, after weeks of after having come to agreed upon terms, we are finally under contract. That was true as of this past Monday, May 20th. We have finally under contract for the purchase of 1210 Bolton Street. Of course, this starts our examination period. And if you have questions around that, we're having a rector's forum this coming Sunday. Bring your questions. Ask them. If you're unable to come, email me, text, call. I'm happy to engage with all those questions you might have. I'm happy to grab a cup of coffee if you want to sit down and discuss the sale of this property or the things surrounding the purchase of the new property. I'm happy to do that, open to do that. But we are finally under contract. This means that our closing date will be August the 19th, 90 days from May 20th. So August the 19th will be our closing date. Then after that, we'll start the work of moving things in, getting it ready as much as we're able to, beginning to start worshiping sometime there this coming fall, likely in October. So praise God for His continued provision for a new place, and so a new church for us. And so Christ Church, keep this on the forefront of your prayers, not only in praise and thanksgiving to God for the way that He's just loved on us so well, but also for the ways that we're going to entreat Him to continue to pour out His love and kindness and grace and goodness on this church. Not only for the material needs we have for a building, but also for that really to be our desires, that to deepen and expand and strengthen our ministry, not only within our body, but outside of our body. So pray that God will provide all that we need to own that building outright, to do the things we want to do inside of it, but also pray that God will begin to do a new work of His Spirit, overshadowing our congregation, so that in this new place we encounter the living God, and we're able to draw new folks into encountering our God who loves us in His Son, in and through His Son, Jesus. And so, Christ Church, praise God and continue to pray for God's provision for us. God bless.